this guy, this is what your dashboard. Okay, which means dashboard is nothing but what, as I told you, it is a collection of different work. Okay, just needs to drag and drop like this. Okay, or else select, right click. Okay, you can just hit on add to worksheet. Okay, it will be taken care of automatically. So if you want to place it horizontal, vertical, either ways. Okay, yeah, like this, right guys, so look at this. Okay, and you know, okay, so over here it is getting overlapping each other, but no, heat map is being shifted to down. Likewise, it will take care automatically. Now look at this, see. Okay, likewise. So this is what dashboard. Now if we have, okay, if we have more number of worksheets, let's say your customer is asking to fit 15 worksheets in a single dashboard, is that possible? In fact, it is possible, but we have to follow some better approaches. Okay, we have to follow the right component usage. Okay, that is the reason I'm introducing a concept called, okay, report selectors. Okay, report selectors. So basically, these report selectors are helpful, okay, in order to manage the dashboards in a better way. Okay, in a better way. And exclusively this report selector, right? This report selector is exclusively helpful whenever you are dealing with so many worksheets in a single dashboard. Okay, so let me showcase you that. Okay, now orders, returns. Okay, now let me go to worksheet. Okay, yeah. So let's say I have sheet 1. Let's say I have sheet 1. Now here, let's say I would like to add, let's say, category, okay, and the corresponding sales. What is that? Category and corresponding sales. Similarly, I would like to have one more sheet. Okay, now let's say that is sheet 2. Okay, sheet 2. Now here I would like to choose order date. Okay, I would like to choose what? Order date and the corresponding sales. Okay, order date and corresponding sales. Now I have to choose, yeah, sales here, and again I have sheet 1, sheet 2, and I would like to have sheet 3. Sheet 3. Now in sheet 3, let's say I would like to have subcategory. Let's say subcategory. Okay, subcategory and the corresponding sales. Okay, fine. Let me represent the data here. Okay, I have a data. Now let's say I would like to have it in this way. Here it is. Okay, let me show the values also. Okay, fine. So here, let's say I would like to have the moment when I select a particular sheet, it has to show me the corresponding values with some utility at a dashboard level. Okay, how we can achieve this? So as I said, I'm introducing a concept of called report selector, guys. Okay, what is that? Report selector. So with the help of this report selector, right, we can able to, okay, and the right side, let's say example, on the right side you will have an option to drop down to choose sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, something like that. Okay, so to deal with that, we can, I mean, with the help of that introduction of this report selector, we can able to achieve it very easily. Let me show you practically so that you will have a clear picture. Okay, now for that, look at this, guys. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to create what? Parameter. What is that? I'm trying to create a parameter. So let me give you a name as, let's say, report selector. Okay, report selector. Fine. Now, so you are giving report selections or what? On sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. Okay, you are viewing a report selector on sheet 1 and sheet 2, sheet 3, those worksheets. Okay, now look at this. So what am I going to do? So let me keep it as a string value. Okay, then keep it as list. Now look at this. Value 1, sheet 1. Next is what? Sheet 2. Next is what? Sheet 3. Okay, and the current value is what? Sheet 1. Yes, sheet 1 is the current value. Agreed. If you want to change the current value, you can, but in fact better to give it as sheet 1 is the current value. Fine. So what happened? One parameter has been created, isn't it? Yes, a parameter has been created, guys. Now select this parameter, right click. What is this? Show parameter control. Yep, again same stuff for all those three: sheet 1, sheet 2. Okay, look at this. I'm trying to add this parameter control for these three sheets. Fine. Now look at this. The moment, and one more thing, guys, sorry, one more thing I forgot here is we better to let me edit this. Okay, let's say I would like to add all. What is that? All. Fine. Now look at this. So what is happening here? The moment, now look at this, sheet 1. The moment, look at this. The moment I select sheet 1, it has to show me only sheet 1 data. But now, why it is not going to sheet 2? And it is not supposed to visible, right? The sheet 2, sheet 3 data. And even if I hit on sheet all, it has to show me everything. But it is not happening the functionality, isn't it? The actual functionality is not happening here. So what I can do now, try to apply a filter. Now look at this. See, guys, a parameter you cannot add in a filter. Keep in mind, a parameter you cannot add as a filter. So this is the rule. So don't forget this rule, guys. Okay. So what is that? A parameter cannot be added into a filter element. That is highly impossible. Okay. So don't forget that. Now, then how I can accommodate this then? For that, go to analysis. What you have? Calculate field. Now give a name. Let's say something like big C. Okay, fine. Now here, what am I going to do? Now here, I will choose the parameter, whatever the parameter I have selected. What is that? Report selector. Okay, fine. Okay, now see the calculation is valid here. Yes, apply and then okay. Right, guys. Now what am I going to do? Now look at this. Don't you think that calculation field has been created here? Look at the formula. This is what we have written, right? Simply I have selected the report selection here, isn't it? Fine. Now look at this. Now this can be allowed. Okay, this can be allowed. So what am I going to do here? Yes, since the parameter is not accepted at a filter level, I am calling this parameter into a calculation field. That's it. Okay, now here I'm going to customize it. What is that? Now look at this. So let's say sheet 1. Okay, just hit on this plus symbol. Okay, yep. What is another one? All. Okay, right. That is what you are trying to do at a sheet 1 level. Fine. Okay, next. Okay, same. Choose as a filter in sheet 2. In sheet 2, what I'm trying to do? Now look at this. Write it down. Sheet 2. Okay, sheet 2. Okay, sheet 2 and then all. Yep. Fine. Click apply and then okay. Now come down to sheet 3. Okay. Now again, add this into a filter. Yep. Again, add the custom value. What is that? This time I'm going to give it as sheet 3. Okay. And then all. Okay. Yep. Apply. Okay. Right, guys. Now look at this. When I select sheet 1, see, when I select sheet 2, in sheet 1 you are not able to see the data, isn't it? When I select sheet 3, no. When I select sheet 1, yes. When I select all, fine. So don't you, are you observing this, guys? You should observe this. Okay, now look at this. At this moment, you are at what? Sheet 1. If you are at a sheet 1, how do you expect to see a sheet 2 data? No, isn't it? Now look at this. If you go to sheet 2, it will show you only sheet 2 data, but sheet 1 data is not visible here, isn't it? Now look at this. Sheet 3, it won't give you. If you go to sheet 2, yes, it will give you a data. Okay, now if you go to all, okay, it will give you only sheet 2 data. Fine, agreed. Now go to sheet 3. Now look at this. Sheet 1, no. Sheet 2, no. Sheet 3, yes. So what is happening here? With the help of this report selector in a dashboard like well, you can play around these functionalities. Okay, anyhow. So this is what we did so far. We have defined with worksheets. Now, let me create a dashboard. Look at this icon, guys. Okay, look at this icon. Hit on this. Give a name. Let's say report selectors or whatever. Fine. Now, what am I going to do? Simple. You have to choose this sheets, corresponding sheets. Okay. What happened? Where is the data? Okay. Okay. Now sheet 1 you have, and again you can choose floating here. Okay. Sheet 2. Should have corresponding values here, right? That is the reason. Okay. Next, come down to your dashboard. What happened? Sheet 1, sheet 2. Okay, let me add sheet 3 also. Sheet 3. What is happening? Look at the report selector. The moment I select all, see all the values are reflecting here, isn't it? Now again, sheet 1. It will show you only sheet 1 data. And if you don't want this titles, right? Select, right click, sorry, here. Select, right click, title, remove it. Likewise, remove the titles. Yep. But alignment should be very in a well manner you have to perform, guys. Alignments, okay? Alignment should be very, very good. Yeah. Now look at this. Go to sheet 1. So you will be able to see only sheet 1 data. Now look at this. Here, if you do sheet 2, you will be able to see only sheet 2 data. Look at this. Sheet 3. Only sheet 3 data. Now the moment you hit all button, see. Right, guys. This is one thing. And you know what? Since we are having this report selector, now look at this. You can play around in this way also. Let me keep it in a clumsy way. Look at this. I'm just trying to overlap it all together. Okay. Now look at this. Okay. It comes up with the practice, guys. You have to practice a lot. Simple. Okay. Now look at this. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to overlap the content in a simple way. Okay. Fine. Now look at this. You have a report selector here. When I select sheet 1, yes, it will give me only sheet 1 data. When I select sheet 2, sheet 3, see only sheet 3 data. The moment I select all, then the clumsy will come in picture. So in this scenario, okay, in this scenario, having all is not recommended. So you can go ahead one by one. Okay, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. This is the way. So if you have more number of worksheets, this is the recommended practice. Now you can convince your customer saying that, hey, yes, boss, we have a situation like this, and that is the reason we are accommodating this feasibility in this way. Okay. So though you have n number of worksheets, you can play around very easily. So sometimes because customers might force you to fit in 15 to 20 worksheets, something like this. Because in my current project, we are dealing with 18 worksheets in a single dashboard. So we are suggesting him, boss, if you have these many worksheets, it leads to a confusion. So that is the reason we will come up. We are coming up with this report selector so that you can choose as per the need basis one by one, so that you can have n number of sheets like this. So this is the way. This is what called as report selector, guys. Report selections. Okay, right. Guys, are we good with this? Any questions, please? Any questions, please? Aman, Giri, Harish, Prasad, Radhika, Ramakrishna. Any questions, please?
Thanks, Ganesh.
Okay. Okay. Now, let me move on to another topic, that is master detailed dashboards. What is that? Master detailed dashboards. So basically, this master detailed dashboards works like, I can say like parent and child relationships, guys. What is that? Parent and child relationships. But anyhow, let me show you right away. Okay. So let's say I have a requirement like when I choose a country, when I choose one particular state, it has to give me all the cities comes under that particular state. Okay, that is a requirement. What I mean to say, now look at this. If you look at my worksheet, look at this. For example, I would like to see the states with the filled map. And the moment when I select one particular state, it has to show me all the cities which is belongs to that particular city. This is also has to be in filled map. This is, if you observe clearly, this behaves like something like cascading parameters, something like parent and child relationships you will observe. Anyhow, let me show you that so that you will have a better clarity. Okay, now look at this. For example, I don't have a hierarchical data here. So what I can do, right? I will take, yeah, state-wise as well as state-wise sales. I'll take it up. Okay, to state. I have filled map here. Okay. For this, right, we should have a better hierarchy. Okay, look at this, guys. So I have a country called, okay, United States. Okay, beneath this, right, we have different states. Fine. Now let me create one more sheet. Let's say this one I'll give it as okay, country. Okay, yeah, let me create one more worksheet. Okay. So this one I'll keep it as states and cities, states and cities. Okay, now this time I'm taking up cities and the corresponding sales. Okay, let me take it up. No. Okay, let me zoom in. Just give me a second, guys. I'm just trying to see the hierarchical data here, but unfortunately we do not have appropriate hierarchical data. So I have only state here, let's say. Just give me a second, guys. So I'm trying to place state here and corresponding sales here. But it is not enabled basically. Okay, so let me do one thing. So what I can do, right? Let me create a hierarchy, then we'll see. otherwise we can skip it, not an issue. Yeah, so what am I trying to do? Let me try to create a hierarchy. What is that? First, country. Let me duplicate this country, and then let me duplicate the city also, and then city. Okay, fine. Now look at this. Now, what is the top level data? Country. So now look at this plus symbol. I'm trying to create a hierarchy. Yes, let's say continent hierarchy, something like that. Okay. Now, so city. Next to that state, I have a city. Fine. Now what am I taking care here? Now look at this. I have state. Now state wise as well as corresponding sales. Corresponding sales. Yeah. Now I have what? State wise. I have United States here. The country is United States and the states, corresponding states. Now go to cities. Now look at this. I have a city. Okay. And I have the sales related values here. Okay, now look at this. Within this United States, I have different cities. Okay, in each and every respective area. Now, the moment I select one particular state, it has to give me all the corresponding cities in my dashboard level. Now look at this. So now let me create a dashboard. So give a name. Let's say I can call it as state and city. Okay, state and city. Fine. Now let me place it country here. Okay, and if you want you can increase the size and all. Okay, you can play around with this. Okay, fine. This one if you don't want you can remove this. If you want you can remove this, that's not an issue. Fine. Now the another one is this one. Okay, now you can use floating or tiled either ways. Okay, so let me play around with this. Okay, now okay, or else we'll do one thing. That's it. Alignment is very important, guys, so don't forget that. Okay, it's very important. Okay, now look at this. So what am I going to do now? See, the moment when I choose particular state, it has to show me all the corresponding cities, isn't it? But it is not happening here because look at this, guys. Select, okay, a particular element. What is this? What is this, guys? Use as filter. Use as filter. Okay, now look at this. I'm just dealing with the sizing of this. Okay, now look at this. So you are applying a filter on what? Use as filter on country. Now look at this. The moment I select a particular state, look at this. It is showing me the corresponding values. Look at this. Here, what is the stuff I am selecting? Colorado. Okay, now look at this. The moment if I select this one, it is giving me the corresponding cities here. Okay, let me increase this. Now look at this. When I select Texas, it is giving me the texture related values here. Okay, now look at the moment I select, for example, Illinois, it is giving me the Illinois related states. Okay, likewise. Now example, if I select Monotona, see it is giving me the corresponding values again. Pennsylvania, see look at this. Okay, likewise. Okay, now again, if I select CFO, California, see look at this. It is giving me California, San Luis, okay, Bakersfield, okay, SFO, Oakland, etc., etc. Okay, now look at this. Okay, Boise. So which is under Idaho. Okay, again you have these values. Idaho under city is what? Boise. Okay, likewise. Okay, guys. So this is the way. But this is what we used to call it as, what is that? Multi-master detailed dashboards. Oh, sorry, master detailed dashboards. Okay, master detailed dashboards, which means where it is used to represent a huge volume of a data in terms of mapping functionalities. Okay, when I select a particular state and the corresponding cities, or else when I select a particular country, the corresponding states and cities likewise. Okay, but of course, to deal with this, right, you can just better to have with a bigger size of this, okay, stuff. You can have a bigger size of these dashboards, nothing wrong. Okay, likewise, right guys, if you want, you can have with the symbol maps or whatever. Okay, whatever, you can play around with this. Okay, see, again, okay, and again, but you have to deal with the sizing and everything. Okay, so this is the way, guys, this is the way to deal with what. Now look at this, here the states are keep on changing. Okay, see, cities likewise, right guys. So this is the way to deal with the, what is that, master detailed dashboard. So all what I did is simple. I am using a feature called use as filter. That's it. What is that? Use as filters. Okay, right guys, are we clear with this? And guys, you know what, you can play around with these parameters, like, uh, sizing, and show titles, floating, okay, all these things. Okay, floating, okay, all these things just comes up with the practice. Play around with this. Okay, now look at this. Okay, showing me like this. So comes up with the practice, guys. Just try to work around with this. Okay, look at this. Okay, it all comes up with the practice. Okay, try to figure it out, guys. Okay, and if you want to say the sizings, okay, all these things comes up with the practice. Okay, see. Right, see, quick filters. If you want, you can have a quick filter. Look at this. Okay, if you want, you can apply a quick filter also on top of it. See, only United States that I have. Fine. Now look at this. Let's say I would like to have, let's say I don't want this filter again. So remove it. Remove from dashboards like that. Okay. And again, see, let's say I would like to have a quick filter on state and cities. Now look at this. Okay. And if you want, you can deal with annotations like points and all. Okay. Look at this. Let's say USA, something like that. You can place it here. Okay. The moment you select, see, points like this. So this is what, okay, USA. Likewise, you can annotate it. This is what, annotation. Okay, remove. See, it's been disappeared. Likewise. Okay. Now look at this. State quick filter. Now look at this. See, right guys? It all comes up with the practice. Look at this. Okay. Try to work around with this, guys. Okay. Fine. Any questions related to this, please? Any questions related to this, please? Harish, are we good so far? Giri, Bhargavi, Aman, Radhika, Ramakrishna, Prasad sir. I think Prasad is not there. He's dropped out.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys.
Yeah, good. Thanks, Ganesh. It was very compared to this traditional tool Cognos, right?
Yes, yes.
We need to master detailed relationship.
Exactly. Yeah, parent and master and detailed reports. Yes, correct. That's agreed.
We need to create the parameters, then pass the parameters like that. Very big.
That is the headache, right? That was a very headache with the traditional tool. But here it is quite easy, Harish. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, similarly, let me showcase you another example called multi-master detailed dashboards. What is that? Multi-master detailed dashboards. Okay. Here we go, guys. It is quite simple. Okay. It's not a big deal at all. So let's deal with this. Okay, let me create a new worksheet. Okay, so this sheet, I'll call it as, let's say, sheet A example. Okay, there, imagine that I have category and corresponding sales. Okay, and I have values like this. Okay, we'll go with this. Okay, so I have the values. Fine. That is what at sheet A. Now let me create a new worksheet. Okay, give a name of let's say small b. Fine. Now here let's say I'm having subcategory. Fine, subcategory and the corresponding sales. Fine. Okay, now let me have one more worksheet. Okay, called, let's say I'll keep it as the naming, I'll keep it as, let's say C. Okay, now there I have, let's say date, order date, something like that. Yeah, and then corresponding sales. Fine. Okay, now okay, now look at this. The moment I have these elements, let's say like A, B, C sheets, where it is dealing with the different values, with the different representations. Let's say I have order date, okay, and I have subcategory and category. Now, I would like to define a functionality of multi-master detailed dashboard. What is that? Multi-master detailed dashboards, which means I would like to establish a relationship between sheet A, sheet B, sheet C at my dashboard level. Now look at this. So what is that? Multi-dashboard detailed reports. Okay, fine. Now look at this. Now here, what am I going to do? Basically look at the functionality. Okay, so let me add the sheets of A and let me keep it as horizontal. Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, this one, and I have sheet C. Okay, fine. I told you, right, how to remove these titles. You can play around with this. Okay, this is my bad. Okay, fine. Now look at this, guys. So basically sheet B is not showing the values, right? Now look at this. So show the values. Okay. Now look at this. So what am I trying to do? Look at this. Each and every functionality is working fine. As per the nature of a data, it is working fine. But where is the relativity between, where is the connectivity between ABC sheets? Isn't it, guys? So we should have a connectivity, isn't it? So for that, what you can do, I'm going to define a concept of, again, use as filter. Okay, what is that? Use as filter. Now look at this. Select this particular one. If you want, I can expand this. Okay, right. What is this? Use as filter. Yes, I'm using what? Use as filter. Now look at this. The moment I select 2011 year, what is happening? It is giving me only 2011 data. Did you observe this? Again, 2012 data, 2013 data, again 2014 data. So what is happening? The activity where I am performing at one sheet, it is impacting with the rest of the worksheets, isn't it? Look at this. Look at the data changes. So it is giving you the corresponding values of a data. That is what the internal meaning of it. Okay, so don't forget that. Now look at this. Let's say I would like to drill down to the year. Now look at this. So you have what? Quarter. Now look at this. It will show you 2011 Q1 data, again 2011 Q2 data, 2011 Q3 data. Now again look at this. Just go down to drop down. Now look at this. Okay, 2014 Q2 data, Q3 data, Q4 data, again. Now again 2013 Q2, Q3, something like that. Okay, now similarly you can also enable this functionality for, look at this, again use as filter. So now look at this. When I select suppliers, It is giving me only the supplies, office supplies related material with respect to the specific years. So don't forget that again. Okay. Where is that 4773 is coming in picture? See, look at this in 2013 Q2, and this is the corresponding values. If I do the club summation, this is equals to 4773. Now again, 2179. Look at this. Q2 2179. This is the corresponding values. Now look at this. If you mix up 294 plus 319 plus 1566, this is equals to 2179. Likewise. Okay, now look at this. This is the way, guys. Okay. This is the way you can play around with this. Okay, not only that, you can also enable specifically on top of this use as filter. Okay, I mean, depends, purely depends upon the need basis. Okay, likewise. And if you don't want this, simply uncheck this. Okay, guys, are we clear with this? So what are we trying to do? We are trying to perform a interconnectivity, okay, connectivity between the different worksheets. But the corresponding activities, now look at this, month-wise, again, now I'm going ahead with the month-wise, look at this, 50, okay, now look at this, 18 plus 31, 32, what is that, 50, now look at this, 582, this is equals to this one, likewise, it gives you the corresponding values, guys. This is the beauty of, what is that, multi-master detailed dashboards. So applying a single filter for all worksheets in a dashboard. So single filtering criteria is affecting for the rest of dependent activities of my reporting element. Okay, so this is what called as what, multi-master detailed dashboards. Okay, multi-master detailed dashboards. Right, guys, this is it. Any questions related to this, please? Any questions? Okay, guys. So, yes, Aman, please.
Here, what are the functionality we have, multi-dimensionality. So we have the same functionality by using that actions. Is that correct, Ganesh?
Exactly. Agreed. Agreed. That's a good point. Now your point will come in picture with index. Okay. With index. But that filters is similar to Aman, but not exactly. Okay. Filters in the sense the actions. The moment when you select particular row, right? Particular row, it will show you the corresponding values, isn't it? Particular row. But imagine that you have bunch of data like 2012 to 2014, 2016, something like that. Over period of data you have. Then if that is the case, this kind of functionality will be easily helpful. Okay. Now the actions would be something different. Whenever the moment you select a particular row, it will give you only the specific data, which is quite different. Functionality is same, but usage wise it is something different. Okay. Now in a dashboard level also, okay, now your point is valid, I agree with that. Now I will come to you related to the same point. Just give me 2 minutes of time. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Now guys, the next topic that I am going to touch base is indexing. What is that? Index. So index is nothing but, that is what even Aman is also highlighting, that is actions between the dashboards. Okay, actions between the dashboards. So how we can perform this sort of different actions across the different dashboards. Okay, let's see it right away, guys. Let's see it right away. Okay, now let me go to my worksheet. Okay, now look at this, guys. Let's say I have here, guys, go to analysis. I'm trying to create something called index here. Okay, I'm trying to create something called index. Okay, now look at this. Simple, very simple one. Now look at this. Go to analysis. What is this? I'm trying to create a calculation field called, for example, let's say, okay, example, like Ganesh is the calculation field name. Now look at this. Within single quotes, within double quotes, I'm choosing as like select report. something like as per need basis, something like this. I'm writing it, a quotation, something. Okay, fine. Apply. Okay. Okay. So what is happening here? Now look at this. Ganesh is the calculation field has been created, isn't it? Now, simply look at this. This particular field I'm just pulling here. Okay. What is that? Ganesh, select report. Ganesh is the calculation field where you are writing down select report as per the need basis, something like that. Now, come down to what is this? Shapes. What is this, guys? Shapes. Now, here, what is the shape? You have something like circle shape. Now, okay, I would like to, okay, if you want, you can also change this, right? How you can change it? Do you remember that? See, you have shapes. See, in this way. You can change the shapes. See, at this moment, you have this shape. See, these topics we are already discussed, guys, but still, I'll brief you this. Okay. See, this kind of stuff. Okay. Yep. Now, do you want to increase the size? Absolutely, you can play around with this. Okay. See. Okay. Fine. Now, so what am I trying to do? Basically, I'm trying to indexing this. Index is nothing but what, guys? Just like an indication. The moment you select something over here, it will give you something else, right? I mean to say, it will show you some relevant information. Okay. Now look at this. Now, just move on to your dashboard. Let's say I'll call it as this is as index. Okay. We'll keep it as index. Fine. Now let me add the sheet 9, right? Sheet 9. Fine. Okay. I have this functionality here. Now, if you don't want the title, just you can remove this. Okay, title. Fine. Now, what am I going to do? You know what? Guys, actions, right, can also define even in dashboard level, not only at worksheet level. You can also define it in, okay, you can also define it in dashboard level. Now look at this. Go to dashboard. What is this? Actions. Okay. Now look at this. Getting my point, guys? I'm trying to create an action. Now look at this. Just add an action. What is that? I'm trying to apply a filter. Okay. So what is that filter? I mean to say sheet 9. Yeah, the current sheet is what? Sheet 9. And what is the dashboard? Yes. Now I'm going to choose select. And what is the destination? Target sheet is what? Now look at this. Let's say I would like to give something like, state and city example. There I would like to have both. Okay, fine. So I'm choosing what? Menu option. Fine. Click OK. That is one thing. And second sheet. Now look at this again. Go to filter. Okay. Sheet is what? Index. Fine. Sheet is 9. Now the destination this time I should have MDD. And I should have only, yeah. Okay. Now again go to menu option. Fine. Click OK. Now again I'm trying to create one more filter. Look at this. Okay. And here. Okay. So something like this. Okay. And again here also menu option. Now click OK. Now click OK. You know what, guys? What is happening here? The moment I select, look at this. What is it? What is this? Filter 1, filter 2, filter 3. I mean to say, okay, now look at this. Go to dashboards. You have actions, sorry, not the title. Sorry, you have what? Dashboards under actions. See here I have not given any name. Now look at this. Let me give a name. Let's say A. Example. Okay. B. Fine. C. Likewise. Right, guys. Now again click OK. Okay, now look at this. The moment I select my this one index, now look at this A. When I click A, what is happening here? It will goes to, now look at this, A dashboard. isn't it? Now look at this again, come down to this worksheet. Now look at this. The moment I hit on this B, now look at this, it is going to this one. Now here I can play around with this again. I can choose Q2 data, Q3 data. Now look at this, the corresponding values are keep on changing here, isn't it? Now again, if you go to index, now look at this, filter 3 again, see, sheet 3. Now look at this, you have what? You have a report selector, sheet 3, sheet 2 data, sheet 2 data, okay, sheet 1 data, something like that, isn't it? So you can play around with this again. So this is what indexing mechanism, okay. And this one, right, this indexing you can also perform with worksheets also, not only a work dashboards, you can also perform with dashboards. Now look at this, here instead of selecting a dashboard you can select worksheets. Now look at this, if I select this worksheet, right, that is country. Now look at this, sheet 9, that is filter A. Now look at this, when I choose a filter A, it will goes to the worksheet. Now look at this, this is what worksheet, see, likewise, right guys? Yeah, this is the way to deal with the indexing, right guys? You got my point? Now Aman, now you got the point, right? What is the difference between the multi-master dashboard and then index dashboard?
Yeah, Ganesh. Yeah.
Now it is
And
answer your
Ganesh,
question. Yeah,
yeah.
please sir. Yeah,
And so whenever we are going to particular, report or a dashboard, so are we defining any pointer to come back to the where we started, Ganesh, or just we are coming back like just like index?
that's that's based upon the index, but that is depends upon the destination sheets what you are selecting, destination dashboards that what you are selecting, Aman. This depends purely upon the requirement basis, okay, that we cannot predict it. Based upon the destination what you are providing, accordingly it will be given, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks, Ganesh.
no problem sir. Yeah, right guys, any questions? And guys, whatever as
Ganesh,
as what, yeah, yes Harish, please.
Ganesh, we have any button related things, right? I mean, like next or back. I mean, from one dashboard to another dashboard. For
Good
example,
point.
as per Aman question, right?
That is
Once
what,
we go to another dashboard,
that is what, pages,
please. Okay.
manual, drop down, automatic, okay, yes, it's a valid point,
Okay.
you have it,
Right.
okay.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks, Ganesh.
no problem sir. Guys, and whatever the features that you are seeing here, right, it is not so easy in traditional tools, even that is also even Harish also emphasizing, right? Yes, definitely it is not so easy in traditional tools. This is very sophisticated applications we have here, okay. Yep. Okay guys, so the next important one I'm going to touch base is story. What is that? Story. Okay, story. You know what guys, story in the sense, it is simply to organize the worksheets and dashboards in an effective way, in an efficient way. So basically, simple guys, why these stories are helpful in the sense, the story is a sheet that contains sequence of worksheets or dashboards that work together to convey a proper information, okay, to convey a proper information, okay. Now what is that proper information in the sense, you can create stories to show how your business trends are keep on moving guys, like you can demonstrate how we can take, I mean how your business is running, something like that, okay. I mean to say you can demonstrate with some theoretical information, I can say. Now look at this, and basically these stories are helpful for the collaborative analysis, okay. Collaborative analysis in the sense, look at this sequence of analysis for yourself or to collaboration with your colleagues, okay. Visualize the effects of a data to change over the period of time and to perform what if analysis, etc, etc. And for the collaborative analysis you can use this storytelling. And we have one more concept of presentation, I mean when it can be used. Now look at this, you can use the stories to present you narration to your audiences, to narrate your audiences, okay. Just a dashboard provides a spatial arrangements to view that work together. A stories presents that sequel arrangements, etc, etc, okay. Anyhow, let me show you right away so that you will have a better clarity. Okay, so yeah, I have this worksheet, I have this dashboard, right? Now what I can do, simple guys. Now look at this. If you go to server, sorry, not server, you have under, where is that? Yeah, story. Look at this, guys. You have an option called story here. Okay, story option. Now, let me try to hit on this new story. Okay, now what happened? Look at this. Give a title. First, you can give a title for this. Now, look at this. What is the title? Let's say states and cities. Right? States and okay cities. Okay, now look at this. So what I'm going to do? Okay, now look at this. I'm going to drag this okay sheet together. See, sorry, this one. Okay, just we need to drag and drop. Okay, fine. This is one worksheet. This is one story. Now look at this. Go to new blank point. Now look at this. This is what? Let's say MDD, something like that. Now look at this. I'm just trying to drag up this one. Okay, I'm going to say you are representing with the different tabs here. Now look at this. Sheet 1, this story is having this information and this one is having this information. Now create me one more blank point. I mean to say, let's say this is one, let's say you are related to indexing. Okay, right guys. Now that is one thing. And now look at this. What you can do, you can place this thing. Okay, and again sheet, different sheets you can place. You can replace it, whatever you want. Okay, see, like this. Now I have in sheet. Now look at this. In this story, if you want, you can pass on the comments. Whatever you want, you can write it down. Okay, now look at this. See, and in this tab, you have this one. See, okay. See, in this index, you have this information. Okay, something like that. You can project this. Okay, okay, you can project it here. Right, guys. So now look at this. This is the tabs you have, everything you have. Okay, description. Do you want to pass on any description? Look at this. Just write down a comment. Now look at this. Example. Just exclusively. Okay, something like this. Okay, now look at this. This is the storytelling. Now we can keep the message over here. Okay, something like that. You can write down some theoretical information so that whenever you are presenting to the customers, right, where you can say that, hey, yes, this is the region and this is the historical background and this is what the stuff. Likewise, you can explain one by one. So this is what storytelling. Okay, guys, and yeah, a few of the organizations, they are started to implement it very recently. Okay, but it is not very vastly being used, guys. But still, as I told you, right, for a few of the collaborative analysis, etc., they are using this also. Agreed with that fact also. Okay, so this is dealing with this is very simple. It's not a big deal at all. Look at this here. You can play around with all these things. Okay, but don't expect that all the features that what you have in a dashboard, okay, don't expect to fulfill it here. No. Okay, it is having certain limitations when you compare with your dashboard. Okay, likewise. Right, guys. So this is the way to deal with the stories. Okay, now we have what other features like, you know, unnet, forecast, trend lines. You better to practice all these basic things, guys. Okay, basic things. What I mean to say is, now let me go to your sheet. Okay, not this one. So you have minute options here. I mean, very simple options. Just now look at this. Ignoring actions. Okay, deselect, unselect, caption. Okay, just try to play around with this, guys, which is very simple. Okay, again, like, you know what I said, right? Like, you know, edit locations, mark labels. Okay, annotate in the sense. Now look at this. You have this value, right? Now look at this. Annotate. What is this? Mark. Okay, do you want something? Write it down. Let's say, for example, now look at this, Ganesh. So likewise, you can highlight in this way. And again, okay, point. Look at this. something like that. Okay, pointers like this. See, anode is with a symbol and this is just a point like this. Likewise, these are all the minute things, guys. Just please try to have a practice with these minute elements. Okay. Yeah, show trend lines. Okay, how the trend lines will appear. Okay, just try to have a practice with this. Right, guys. Any questions? That's fine. There's a problem with the date. Okay, that's fine. Right, guys. Any questions so far in today's session? Any questions? Okay, guys. So let me touch base. Guys, I hope I'm going to take 10 more minutes, please. Okay. Now I'm going to touch base a concept called pages. Okay, pages. Of course, it is quite simple, guys. Okay. I'll show you this with a simplistic example. Okay. Yeah. So basically, these pages, I mean, guys, have you ever observed this? We have in our worksheet level. Okay, let me create one worksheet. What is this? Pages. See, we have gone through about columns, rows, filters, everything, but pages I haven't covered yet. Yes, I kept it intentionally like that. Okay. Now, look at this. For example, this pages, right, is helpful basically to control. Okay, to control the, as you know, as Girish was asking, right? Not Girish, sorry, Harish. As Harish was asking, is there any flexibility that I know I can define it as a, you know, what I can say, like scrollers? I can say scrollers. Okay, that is the best term I can say. Yeah. Anyhow, now let's have a look. The scrollers, right? Okay, let's say that I have. Okay. What is that? Subcategory I have, and then I have some sales or profit, whatever is the respective elements. Okay, now look at this, guys. So there, if you observe clearly, now we have an option of what? Pages. Look at this, pages. Now this subcategory, look at this, I'm going to place it in a pages level. Now look at this. So you have what I told you, right? We have three approaches. One is manual, drop down, automatic. So manual in the sense, look at this. We have so many values. Now look at this paper. It will select you only the corresponding values. Look at this. When I select a paper, it gives me only these labels, something like that, specific values. Now that is what? Manual. Okay. Now look at this. Now the moment I hit on this arrow mark, look at this. Look at the behavior here. Okay. Like that. Okay, that is one thing. And you know what, guys? One more thing. This is what? Automatic. Look at this. The moment I hit on this plus symbol, this one, right? It will keep on. Now look at this. It will keep on playing automatically. Now if I want me to stop, yes, you can use this option. Now look at this again. See, here the values are keep on changing. It is keep on moving in this way. Right? Yep. Right, guys. This is what? Pages. I think